15 most terrifying objects found in this deep sea. Now, what's crazy is the fact that you guys thought that I forgot my yo. What's good, everybody? Well, that's my video today, man. You guys know what time it is, bro. We got 15 most terrifying objects found in the deep sea. Now, you guys know, bro, I do not like oceans. I respect the aquatic scene, guys. You can say, man. You know, I respect it. You know, it's crazy. I think we only researched 5% of the oceans, bro. And there, remember in the video, somebody needed to recite this, all right? Because now we got all these extraterrestrial things coming out now, and everybody's seeing how they go right to the ocean. I did not tell y'all that aliens do exist. If they do exist, which I definitely do, they live in the water, in the oceans. Underneath the oceans, probably. Yeah, think about that. Let's go ahead and get to the video. I think when I'm saying it, because I think it was in Hawaii. I guess some people had it on phone. They seen this UFO, unidentified flying object. All right, don't go right to the cartoon. You think my aliens and shit. All right, the UFO. It went right to the ocean. Like, people got it on video. Glow. Just type in Hawaii UFO. Yeah.
Ocean is deep, vast, and often terrifying. Who knows what lurks in those crystal marine waters?
I don't think anybody can dive in Bimini and not believe that these are man-made artifacts.
You can imagine what might be waiting to be discovered below the surface. In fact, much remains to be learned from exploring the mysteries of the deep, since
crazy we
more
don't
than
know 5%
80%
of our
it
oceans,
remains
bro.
unmapped, unobserved, and unexplored. Imagine that the lowest point on Earth, the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean, sits at a staggering 36,000 feet below sea level. What might you find? Ancient cities? Fleets of sunken ships? Underwater museums? Even ghosts? Oh, the terror. Here are the 15 most terrifying objects found in the deep sea.
Let's see this. The Supreme. First time watching the videos.
Number 15. Lake Neuchatel.
God damn! What the hell is that?
Shark statue. Talk about terrifying. There's
Boy, it's a statue. Bro, that's why I clicked on the damn thumbnail, bro.
zero
What the hell is
information
that?
about the actual shark statue that appears in the video. And trust me, we researched and we researched. But the location is Lake Neuchatel in the French-speaking
Bro, you know that
part
scares
of
some people,
Switzerland,
boy, when they
a
see
popular
that.
diving destination for European divers. It's unclear how or why the shark statue was located there, and this footage just makes that fact even more terrifying. But Switzerland is a very popular place to go diving, especially in the winter. With a surface of 84 square miles, Lake Neuchatel is the largest lake.
Man, people who be
located
diving, bro,
entirely
they
in
got the
Switzerland,
most,
and the
bro. They got
59th
the
largest
biggest
lake in
ball
Europe.
sack ever, bro.
The Theo River enters
Bro,
at
you
its
gotta have,
southwestern
bro.
end, and
I'd be
issues
too
from it at
scared
its northeastern
to just
end.
go in
The
an
northwestern shore
unfamiliar
is the most
area.
thickly settled, and
Like,
the
you
slopes are
basically in the
covered with
pitch
vineyards.
dark. You basically in the pitch dark when you go in the oceans, bro. Cause like, bro, you don't know what could come get you, bro. You see, but you're really blind. You feel me?
But whoever placed that sculpture at the bottom of the lake, are you the Swiss Banksy? Are you responsible for more terrifying art underwater elsewhere? Before we move on, if you don't smash the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell today, the clown, will appear under your bed tonight. Number 14, the Ghost Fleet of Truk Lagoon.
You got to come over here.
South Pacific's Caroline Island harbors the Ghost Fleet of Truk Lagoon. In a surprise attack by American allies in World War II, approximately 250 Japanese aircrafts were destroyed and more than 50 ships sunk. An estimated 400 Japanese soldiers were killed in one ship alone, trapped in the cargo hold.
Dang.
Most of the fleet remains in exactly the same spot it was left, largely forgotten by the world until the late 1960s. Jacques Cousteau's 1969 film Lagoon of Lost Ships explored the wreck-littered lagoon, and many of the sunken ships were then still full of bodies. As wreck divers brought attention to the site, Japan began recovery efforts, and many bodies have been removed and returned to their homes for burial. Some wreck divers often wonder, do the anguished souls of the crew and passengers who perished haunt those who dared to explore the shipwreck's remains? If you dive wrecks long enough, you'll hear tales of divers who were left with the bone-chilling feelings of this sort.
Crushed by outside pressure, there could have been no survivors.
Some indicate there was merely an eerie mood cast over the wreck, while others have suggested that they saw something down there that they can't explain. Number 13. SS Thistlegorm. The world famous SS Thistlegorm.
Man, I'm not touching none of that stuff, bro. Like, bro, I would. You cannot pay me to do this, man.
Thistlegorm was sunk in 1941 in the Gulf of Suez at the northern end of the Red Sea.
It became a world-class visitor destination.
Packed to the gunwales with a cargo of supplies destined for the British Fifth Army based in Alexandria. Armored carriers, motorcycles, jeeps, trucks, airplane parts, rifles, radio equipment, and a plentiful supply of Wellington boots can all be seen during your dive. The Thistlegorm is heaven for wreck enthusiasts, but is also one of the most underrated fish dives in the area, attracting schooling barracuda and providing a hunting ground for giant tuna and snapper. Our excursions require an early start. After breakfast on board, you'll make 2 dives on the wreck. In the early 50s, Jacques Cousteau discovered it by using information from local fishermen. He raised several items from the wreck, including a motorcycle, the captain's safe, and the ship's bell. The February 1956 edition of the National Geographic clearly shows the ship's bell in place and Cousteau's divers in the ship's lantern room. Cousteau documented diving on the wreck in part of his book, The Living Sea. That guy could find anything. Number 12. Ocean Atlas. Artist, photographer, naturalist, and diver Jason DeCaires Taylor introduced his record-breaking public sculpture to the crystal Bohemian waters in 2014. Entitled Ocean Atlas, the installation encourages coral colonization and deters tourists from endangered reefs. Forged for sustainable, pH-neutral materials designed to kickstart local coral growth, Ocean Atlas is a monumental public sculpture submerged.
I ain't gonna lie, this ain't terrifying right here, man. The only thing that's terrifying was that shark, man. I'm keeping it trill, man.
And an environmental gesture intended to portray the positive potential of human interaction with the natural world. Located off the west coast of New Providence, the 18-foot tall, 60-ton statue is currently the largest underwater statue in the world. The girl in the piece seems to struggle underneath a heavy burden, which is appropriate given that she was named after Atlas, the Greek god responsible for bearing the heavens on his shoulders.
Of the old Ocean Atlas, it's got quite a meaning to it.
As with the rest of Taylor's numerous underwater sculptures, this one was made from a special pH-neutral cement that will allow reef organisms to thrive on its surface. His statues allow new reefs to grow where none existed before, and draw tourists away from overworked diving hotspots. Maybe not terrifying, but with the world on his shoulders, that's a scary thought. Number 11. Atlit Yam. Talk about weird underworlds. Not far off the coast of the village of Atlit in the Mediterranean Sea, near Israel, lies the submerged ruins of the ancient Neolithic site of Atlit Yam. The prehistoric settlement, which dates back to the 7th millennium BC, has been so well preserved by the sandy seabed that a mysterious stone circle still stands as it was first erected, and dozens of human skeletons lay undisturbed in their graves. Today, Atlit Yam lies beneath 16 to 40 feet beneath sea level and covers an area of 40,000 square meters. The site was first discovered in 1980.
Exactly how I'm looking right now. Bro, I don't see nothing too terrifying, bro. I'll keep it trill, man. We're going to the top 5, man. You know what I mean?
Or the plastic bag. An American explorer has found plastic waste on the seafloor while breaking the record for the deepest ever dive. Victor Vescovo descended nearly 7 miles to the deepest place in the ocean.
It was a great journey. Saw some really interesting things on the bottom.
The Pacific Ocean's Mariana Trench. He spent 4 hours exploring the bottom of the trench in a submersible built to withstand the immense pressure of the deep. He found sea creatures, but also found a plastic bag and sea wrappers. The Mariana Trench, the deepest point in the ocean, extends nearly 36,000.
See you guys next video, man. Yeet.